Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Football Fignuts Baseball Podcast. I'm just kidding, but we can talk about baseball. This is Season 5, Episode 36. If you count all of them, that's 230 episodes. I'm Craig.
I'm Sinch.
And Sinch is here with me this week because Britt went to the movies.
Did he really?
Yeah, it's one of those special, only one night showing kind of thing. Yeah.
No one asked me.
Do you like Harry Potter?
No, well, I've never met him, but
How are you, sir?
let me tell you about Harry Potter. I'm so old that I took my kids to see every Harry Potter movie in the theater.
Wow.
It got a little awkward at the end because it was like, what are we doing?
How many movies? All right. Truth
A
here.
lot.
I've never seen them. Any of them.
They are entertaining. They are good movies. There are, I'm going to go ahead and guess and say probably like 7 of them.
That's what I was going to say. Aren't there like 7 or 8 of them?
Yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm one of those people who have never seen it. So, yeah, that happens.
Well, you should sit yourself down for a good 24 hours straight and watch all of them. Lock yourself in a room.
That's not a bad idea, really.
This would be the time of year to do it.
That's true. That is true. On that note, what are you drinking today, sir? If anything.
Well, I've been waiting, and it hasn't been easy, but I've been waiting to do that. And you probably didn't even hear it.
I did hear a little bit, yes.
I am drinking a September Sun from Treehouse.
Oh, have I had that one? I don't know. What kind of beer is it?
Well, it's a cold one, silly.
Oh, good. That's all that matters.
I just went to turn the lamp on, and it didn't work.
Perfect.
So, okay, here we go. September Sun. It's a double IPA made with a bunch of different hops. It carries notes of this hop and that hop in words you've never heard of. Okay, here we go. Yubari melon, overripe papaya, orange fiesta, and pineapple.
Huh. All right, we'll take a swig of that and let me know which one of those you taste, if any of them. And the answer is...
Tastes like beer.
It tastes like beer. Is it dry, though, or is it like...
It is a very juicy... Hold on, let me... Well, what are you drinking, Craig?
So tonight, I don't have beer. I am out of beer, sad. But so I've fallen back to the backup drink, and that would be soda and vodka. Tito's.
Well, that's something.
Tito's vodka. Very low in calories if you're watching your calorie intake.
I definitely get some kind of melon.
All right.
I don't know if I know what papaya tastes like.
I can't really describe it, honestly, because it has its own flavor.
This kind of tastes like if you could imagine pineapple with no sweetness to it. That's what I think this tastes like.
Interesting. All right.
It's very good. It's juicy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here I go.
Okay, go ahead.
Completely contradictive. It's juicy yet dry.
So it's juicy when you first drink it and then it dries your mouth out?
Yes.
Kind of
Yes.
Okay.
Has that juicy taste where you could taste several fruit type flavors.
Mm-hmm.
And I really got the pineapple after I swallowed and took a second.
Okay.
And now just talking to you, it's like the desert in my mouth.
All right. See, sometimes I don't mind that because overly juicy beers and your mouth stays like juicy. Sometimes that's too much. So I don't mind.
You don't need to drink anymore. It's
yeah, right.
You drink a little and it's like, I'm good. The dry, you drink it, it makes your mouth dry. You need to drink more because your mouth is dry.
Exactly. That's exactly it. That is exactly it. All right. So this is now free agency, as like Britt and I talked about last week. This week kind of has settled down a little bit. So with that, do you have any burning hot takes for me this week?
Yes, I do.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Here is my burning hot take question. Okay. And I have to tell you,
mm-hmm.
there's no answer. but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Okay.
My burning hot take question is, how does the salary cap work? These
What?
teams today, Stephon Diggs just signed a contract for a ridiculous amount of
70
money,
million? Mm-hmm.
something like that. These wide receivers, they make such a huge amount of money. Well, the quarterback also makes that huge amount of money. So now you're talking about two players on Buffalo. I don't have the number in front of me, but the two players combined must make in the area of $60 million. So now the rest of the cap to fill the rest of the team, I just don't get it. The Rams sign seemingly two of the highest paid type players every season. Forget the position. Every season they're picking up a free agent or they're re-signing one of their own guys for $30 million a season.
Yep.
How does it, Craig? Uncle
All
Craig,
right.
how
So
does the
so we're
salary
gonna
cap
okay.
work?
So for that analysis, we're gonna have to defer to Britt till next week because he is the math spreadsheet guy. Like I understand them in front of me, but so I'm looking at over the cap right now. So Stephon Diggs has a base salary of I'm just gonna round up. Well, he has $12,525,000 is his base salary. Josh Allen, who is that the other person you were thinking of? For
Yeah, well, the Diggs contract starts, I think, in 2 years. You know what I'm
it's
saying? It was an extension.
it's an extent. Well, right now unless this hasn't been updated yet, his salary cap number is 17,917,000. So
Okay.
almost 18 million. Josh Allen's base salary is 4,100,000 because
Okay.
he's still on his rookie contract, isn't he? Like this is the end of it.
I always thought when you signed that quarterback, a guy like him, when you signed him, and they signed, they agreed already, right? That was like last year.
Yep.
I always thought that we're gonna rip up that $4 million for this year, and then you're gonna get your 6 year deal. I don't know. I guess maybe they didn't do that.
I'm not sure because I'm looking at this and I'm like I go down to Von Miller, right? Von Miller's salary is one base salary is $1,120,000. But then I'm looking over at dead money and cap savings if they were to cut him before June, for example. Their dead money is $45 million and the cap saving is $39 million. It's football math is very weird. It's
Greg,
very
may I swear?
yeah, please. We mark this as explicit purposely.
Okay, fuck him.
Wow.
And I got no reason for saying that. I don't know, a little on edge.
That's okay. Wow, Case Keenum's in Buffalo? Huh.
Is he?
Hey,
Well, yeah, that's right. He just signed there because the backup, the clown from Chicago, is now the starter for the Steelers, making the entire team a bunch of clowns. Because when you bring in Mitch Trubisky and you say, "You're our guy," you look foolish. Now, that's okay, Steeler
oh.
fans. If there are Steeler fans listening, it's okay. You don't have to be mad at me. You agree with me. And in a couple of weeks, there's going to be a draft, and they're going to draft a quarterback. And then by week 1, Trubisky is the backup. And they're not clowns anymore because Trubisky as your backup, okay, that's solid. He could be a backup. It's just when
Wow.
you say he's your starter and you try and convince yourself he's good that you sound foolish.
That's true. Okay, so if we go to 2023, Josh Allen's base salary is $27.5 million.
Craig, may I swear?
Yeah,
No,
go ahead.
I'm just kidding. I mean,
No,
fuck him, but I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, so apparently Josh. Okay, we're just gonna go through 2028. Josh Allen has a contract till 2028, as of right now. Okay, so we're gonna go his base numbers. I'm not gonna include any bonuses or anything. Okay, so 2023, his base is 27.5 million. 2024, it's 23.5 million. 2025, it's 14 million. 2026 is 22.5 million. 2027, it's 14 million. And then 2028, it's 15.5 million. Dear God.
Well, the salaries are just
It's bonkers.
everything in football is the guaranteed money.
Right.
That's why the guaranteed contract Deshaun Watson got was so outrageous, because nobody does that in the NFL. And the reason they don't is, as soon as that contract is signed, Cleveland now has to put $230 million into an NFL
slush
trust.
fund.
Well, they have to put that money into an NFL. I can't think, the wording might be wrong, but they have to put it in an NFL account. It has to be paid right now to guarantee they have the money.
Right.
Now, the Cleveland owner must have the cash to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him. But all of the other NFL teams got mad because no one wants to have to do that. Now, you watch the next contract that's up for a quarterback, it's going to be outrageous guaranteed money. Now, Kirk Cousins this season, I think it was, boy, I'm reaching for the number. It was all guaranteed. I think it was 37, maybe.
Yeah.
But he signed a 1-year deal. I don't know if that was an extension or what, but a 1-year deal for this year, and it was all guaranteed. And this came down before Deshaun's contract came down. And it was like, wow, that's crazy. Why would the Vikings do that 1-year guarantee and all that money? And then Cleveland signed Watson for $230 million, and everybody said, Kirk, who? Wait a minute, Deshaun got what? So I don't even know if I had a point. This beer is really good, though.
Oh, good. What's the percentage on that beer?
Fuck it. Oh, wait, let me look. This is 8.3% alcohol by volume.
Perfect.
Hey, why not?
Why not? Exactly.
So this is going to come out on Thursday, right?
Theoretically, yes.
It's opening day, baseball. Come on. It's opening day. The one day of the year we should not talk football is opening day. It's opening day.
Yeah, but that's Thursday. It's not opening day.
Hey, you know who's not in last place? Everybody. It's opening day. By opening night, some teams are in last place.
That's true.
You know what I say to that? Fuck that.
Wow, I totally lost my train of thought on what I was going to
I'm
ask
sorry.
you now.
It's completely my fault.
Wow, where did it go? Like, I had the page up and everything, and now it's gone.
Okay, let's get it back. So we're talking about Josh Allen's contract.
We were.
I hijacked it by saying it's the guaranteed money, because with Josh Allen's contract, by year 4, by year 5, let's assume we're talking. So year 4 and 5, that's got to be what? Like
okay,
20,
let's go
2026.
So,
is that where we are?
So next year, 2022, his guaranteed money is $4,100,000.
Okay.
2023, his guaranteed salary is $27.5 million.
Okay, let me stop you now.
Okay.
So for those next 2 years,
24 and 25 is what you're saying.
Well, 2022, 2023. But the only point I'm trying to make, when he signed that extension, which I think was before last season, he signed a 5-year deal, 6-year deal, whatever it was. He got, I'm guessing, I don't remember. I don't have anything open in front of me, except for this beer. And have I told you? It's pretty good. Pineapple. So anyway, he must have gotten about $50 million guaranteed. And he must have gotten like a $30 million signing.
Right.
Are you there?
Oh,
okay.
There you go. You're back.
Sorry about that.
No
I
problem.
actually got a phone call.
Wow.
I didn't answer it, but I did get a phone call. But so the only thing I was trying to get to is he must have signed a $30 million guaranteed, something like that, in the signing bonus for that contract. And that's making up for him making $4 million for this next season coming up.
Yeah, so 2024, his guaranteed salary is $6 million. Then 2025, his guaranteed salary is zero. And then after that, it's zero for the rest of his contract.
Well, that's for 2024 and 25.
So 25, his guaranteed salary is $6 million, but the 4 years after that, his guaranteed salary is zero.
Well, I say whenever that begins is when he'll be the perfect guy that you'll hear, okay, so they've extended him to cut costs and lower the salary cap number. They're extending him 2 years, and they're freeing up $14 million for this year and $18 million for the next year. Something like that. He'll get his money. And the guaranteed aspect, you know how that works. It's like if he's on the roster on March 1st, completely random, he'll get $10 million. And if he's on the roster for opening day, he'll get $10 million. That kind of thing.
Right. Probably. But, the Bills are spending how much money? Like $16 billion or something to literally move across the street to a stadium that doesn't exist yet.
And you know what bugs me about that? They signed this deal, and I don't know the percentage, but there was a percentage that was coming from the public. The public should not have to pay for any of these stadiums. These owners all come into it with a ton of money, and every year they make a ton of money. There should not be a seat license. That kind of thing should not exist.
It should not. No, it should not. But I just think it's really crazy that it's going to cost them that much. Like literally, I know someone that lives in Buffalo. Like they said, it's literally across the street from where the stadium is now.
Well, that's fine. I mean, I'm assuming there's a lot of open room in Buffalo that they could put a stadium there.
Yeah, it's like, I guess they said it's like 20 minutes from like downtown. What would be considered downtown Buffalo?
Yeah, there's a city to Buffalo, and then there's the rest of Buffalo.
Right.
Where the Buffalo roam. I mean, not anymore.
Maybe. I don't think the real Buffalo are there.
They don't have to roam anymore. They just go across the street. Good.
Yeah.
That is a good for them. Buffalo deserves to have a new stadium. Their old stadium is a dump. They need to have an open air stadium that their fans can show up and throw dildos onto the field when the other team scores. You could look it up. It happened.
Are they the ones that do that?
Absolutely.
Was that them?
I know
one team did. I just didn't know if it was them.
I don't know if it's just against the Patriots. I don't watch too many Buffalo home games unless it's like a Sunday night, Thursday night, Monday night. The season opener after they win the Super Bowl, that's never happened in Buffalo.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm taking shots.
Wow.
I'll say this. I was wrong about Josh Allen. Years ago, I said he was not good. Well, years ago, he was not good. And I said he won't be good. But then he became good. So I was wrong about him.
All right. So
that's
Okay. Now, listen. This I'm going to go tinfoil hat here for a second, okay? In Google, okay? I typed, because I lost the page, I just typed NFL news, right? So the first thing that comes up, actually, the first two things that come up are two stories about Tom Brady. And then the top of it says, news about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I did not ask for news about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What in the hell?
You typed in NFL news?
Yes. That's what I typed in.
You may be talking to the wrong person about this because Tom Brady is the NFL.
So this was actually going to be my other question to you because I know.
Oh, real quick, let me interrupt.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Did you know?
Yes.
Did you know when Tom Brady retired?
Which time?
And he just the one time, and he found out the NFL was going to go on without him. He said, "What? Really?" And then he came back.
See, I just thought it's because he was home with his family, and he's like, "I don't want to do this."
No. It's not that. It's not that. He just thought that the NFL would stop now because he accomplished everything. So the NFL is over. And they said, no, the NFL is going to keep going. And he said, well, I feel fine. Let's go.
So my question for you was Shannon Sharp on his show Undisputed. He said Tom Brady had 99% to do with Bruce Arians stepping down. Do you buy into that at all? Like do you think
I 100% think that when Brady said he was coming back to the Glazers, he went to England to watch the soccer team that the Bucks owner owns this team and
he owns
wherever
a
it is
soccer
in
team?
England.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
I did not.
Did you know they call it football?
They do. Cuz
Stupid foreign. So anyway, they call football here American football. Go kick a ball. So
wow.
when Brady was in England,
Yep.
Manchester United, it might be that team. That might be the only soccer team I could think of. I'm not sure. It's opening day. So anyway, when Brady was over there, he met with the owners. He got his son's picture taken with famous soccer player, insert name here. And I think, and that was a day before or a day or two before he announced he was coming out of retirement. So I think when he met the owner there, I think he said, yeah, I'm ready to come back, but I won't play for Arians. I think that's what happened. And Arians, in Arians' official press conference to announce he was retiring, Brady was there.
He was there?
And he was there. He sat right in the front row. He didn't speak. And the second it was over, and it was like, okay, thank you for coming, and everybody was done, the reporters stood up, took one step towards Brady, and there was like a trap door into the side of the building that like a Brady bodyguard opened up, and Brady like disappeared. So he didn't answer questions. So I can't prove it. Everything you've heard from Arians, from Todd Bowles, from everybody associated with the Bucks is no, Arians was just ready to stop coaching. The funny part was when they said to Arians, "You're stepping upstairs. What's your position?" His answer was, "I don't know what my position is," which is pretty much what he did on the sidelines. I don't know what's going on.
Listen, I know Bruce did a lot for coaching, and like minority coaches, which is amazing and awesome, but he just like to work for, I don't know. He just always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Not that I've worked for him, but I'm just saying for what I've read and seen, I don't know.
I've heard it joked about this past season. You see how dark his tan was. I heard it joked, and sometimes there's a little bit of truth in a joke.
Right.
I heard it said that he would go and play 9 holes and then go to the office every day. Now that can't be right. Or can it be?
Can you get that much of a tan playing golf? I'm not a golf person.
In Florida, if you're out in the sun for 2 hours
every day.
I mean, every day, yeah, sure.
All right, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know. Look, all joking aside, Arians is a good, solid coach. I think he's a jerk. I wouldn't want to play for him. But then again, I'm old. If someone hit me, I would die. Good for him. He won. Now he could just kind of fade away, step into the background, and, wear his silly hats.
All right. I have another question for you, unless you have one for me.
Nah, go ahead. You ask.
All right. So, because, it is kind of the off season, so every sports person, you kind of have to, think about stuff to talk about if it's not major news. So, something that's been going around in a lot of media places, not the right word, maybe, outlets.
Sure.
Is this thing where people look at free agency so far, and I kind of asked Britt part of this last week. People look at free agency and they're like, this is the team that's going to be ascending in 2022. So right now, the 2 top teams I've seen people talk about ascending, quote unquote, in 2022 season is the Dolphins because of the Hill trade and
yes,
the Commanders for some unknown reason.
Bunch of commies.
I think because Ron Rivera said, because they got Wentz and said they should be ascending in 2022. do you see either of these teams ascending, or do you have another team in mind that are like, oh, they should be better
I
after free
think
agency?
I I think Miami is a good football team. I thought last season they were a pretty good football team. Sometimes you need, and I don't necessarily think Hill is this guy or isn't this guy. Sometimes you need players on the team who just know how to win. When you're in a tie game in the fourth quarter, look, we're just going to do this. We're going to get this first down. We're going to kick the field goal. We're going to win the game. Just there are certain people that they tell you they're going to do something, and you just believe, well, that guy, yeah, we're going to do this. And I don't think Miami has those players. They signed Cedric Wilson as another receiver. They traded Devontae Parker. And what does Sinch always say? It all comes down to the quarterback.
He does say that a lot.
Miami ain't got one. They're an 8-9, 9-8 team. Thank you for playing. We have some fine parting gifts. If you want to talk about a team to be excited about, Craig, for the 2023 season, that's right, I said 2023.
You did
let's
say
talk
that.
About the,
you did
let's
say
talk
that.
about the Cleveland Browns. The nonsense, the suspension will be out of the way for Watson. And you know what? If there's any way to put off him getting suspended until 2023, I'm fully in favor, because his contract for 2022 is $1 million, because they figured he's going to get suspended. So if he's gone for 8 games, it'll only cost him $400 and change. No. Let's suspend him in 2023, where it'll cost him 19, 25 million, something like that, for half of the season. But anyway, I digest. That's a team, once everything's out of the way and Watson is playing, he's that good. He was stuck in a bad situation with the Texans. Go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say the Browns are just terribly managed, and it doesn't matter who their quarterback is. It doesn't matter who the look at what they went out and got all these receivers for Baker. It didn't matter. They won one playoff game, and they disintegrated. They went through.
But see, the
they've
problem
gone through
is
23 quarterbacks since they've come back. They've gone through, in the last 5 years, they've gone through how many coaches? Like 6 or whatever. They're just poorly managed. It's poorly managed.
Craig, do you realize that's exactly what a person who hates the Browns would say?
I do not hate the Browns. I do not hate the Browns.
But
Browns
anyway,
are named after the man who started the Bengals. I don't hate the Browns.
Okay. Keep telling yourself.
He also started the Browns.
So Baker Mayfield, it turns out, isn't very good. He's too short. He can't see over the offensive line.
That was Jeff Blake.
Okay. Jeff Blake is Baker Mayfield?
No. Jeff Blake was a short. He couldn't really see over the offensive line.
So was Doug Flutie, but he wasn't Baker Mayfield. But anyway, the Cleveland receivers. Landry last season, I saw him play the Patriots, and he was afraid to get touched. He would catch a ball, be open, and lay down so he wouldn't get hit.
Yeah.
So he was a guy.
Since he got hurt, yeah.
He was preserving himself, looking to get traded, free agency, whatever. He didn't want to be there. I think that once you get Watson, once you draft a couple of guys that can grow with Watson, who's still only, I think, 26 maybe now, he's still very young. I'm just saying, when you have a quarterback, the rest of the roster could be bad. The coach could be bad. When you have a quarterback, when it's 3rd and 3, he'll find a way to complete the pass. He'll scramble, and okay, now you got a new set of downs. Then you get a pass interference. Then you get a holding, whatever. I'm just saying, if you have a quarterback, you got a shot. You go into the season, and you've got a shot. Cincinnati, before Burrow, had no chance.
You're right.
With Burrow, they made it to the Super Bowl because they got a quarterback.
That's true. That is very true. But I just don't think the Browns are like, I don't know. They're just a mess. They're just a mess.
At least they're not called the Guardians. That would be the Indians. I'm sorry, the Guardians, the baseball team formerly known as the team that.
You know what?
The Indians. I don't know.
Since it's sports related, whatever happened with that lawsuit? Did the MLB just pay off the Guardians? because there was a copyrighted name for
It's
another
opening day.
for another team.
I don't know. It's opening day. That kind of thing doesn't matter. It's
It
opening
is
day.
opening day, but then you're short 2 pitchers already.
It's
So
the day for opening. It's okay. We've got Tyler Megill.
So do you take opening day off?
No.
No.
Oh.
But
I record it, and I insist that my friends named Sean don't say anything until I get home and I can watch it, because I work
well,
for a
you
living.
already know he's going to, because he's going to complain while the game is on.
But see, that's why I just don't look at my phone. That's why today, which is now tomorrow when this posts, I hope nothing happens because I can't look. Big things, trades, aliens could come down. I can't look. I'm working. I got to get home. And then I could start playing the TV, and it's opening day. This is good beer. Craig, how's your drink?
It's good. It's gone. I don't have any more, sadly.
Now, is there ice, or do you do that without ice?
I do it with ice because it's seltzer, but it doesn't.
I saw a drink today.
Yeah,
I saw a drink today that. Here's my burning hot near the end of the episode question for you.
Sure.
So I saw this drink today online.
Yep.
And I'm wondering, would you try this?
Okay.
It was dill pickle flavored vodka.
All right. Like,
would you try it?
With something else, or just like I'm doing a shot of this pickle vodka?
I'm not your bartender. Drink it any way you want to drink it. Would you try the dill?
I would try
pickle
it.
Vodka?
There is only one. No, and I'm sorry. There are only 2 drinks I will never drink again. 2. That as of right now.
One of them is that beer, right? That beer that was like
barbecue
flavored.
The barbecue chicken beer I will never drink again. No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. The second.
I knew that one.
The second is a Prairie Fire. That is a mixed drink, and I will never drink that again either.
Well, I've never heard of that. What is a
Prairie
Fire?
Fire? At least the way I had it. A Prairie Fire is tequila and hot sauce.
That's it?
That's it. Not good. Did not enjoy
feels
it.
Incomplete.
And I like both of those things.
There
separately.
Should be like a chicken wing sticking out of the glass.
There should be. I might have liked it more that way. But someone, when I had that, I was at a bar, a bunch of people, and they're like, "Oh, Craig, drink this." I was like, "What is it?" And they're like, "Oh, it's a Prairie Fire." I'm like, "Okay, sure." I drank it, and I couldn't drink anything the rest of the night. I'm like, I wasn't drunk. I just it was just bad. I was like, "Ugh."
Was it?
God.
Was it all hot sauce flavor?
It was mostly. I think perhaps the problem was it was mostly hot sauce and not as much tequila to balance it out. But
I got a brand new bottle of tequila.
Oh,
the George Clooney kind.
Really?
And I
didn't know you had tequila.
Yet. I do. It was a Christmas gift.
Oh.
And I haven't opened it because I don't know how to drink my tequila. Everybody says margarita, and it's like, yeah, but it's been winter. I
drink it with seltzer. Seltzer and lime. There you go. Done.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that, though.
Why not?
Seltzer is, no. I'm not a seltzer fan. Just no.
Sad. All right, then just do it on the rocks with the lime.
Seltzer is like everything wrong with soda.
But
I don't drink soda. I really don't drink soda.
Well, seltzer is just water with bubbles.
If you ordered a Coke and they brought you seltzer all right, let's change it because it would look different. You ordered a Sprite and they brought you a seltzer water.
Yeah.
Seltzer soda, and you drank that, you'd say, "Oh, there's something wrong with your soda."
Yeah,
and
because
say,
the Sprite comes out of a box with a hose with syrup.
Oh my God, where do you get your Sprite? That is not how they make it.
Yeah, it is. Did you?
Mine comes out of a bottle in the refrigerator.
Oh no! Have you never seen the hookups for tap with soda? Yeah, dude. It's literally just boxes with labels with a hose, and then it gets mixed. I swear to God, it's a box that's hooked up to a hose, just like a tap. That's like a keg. So there's a hose going to the bar, and they just hit a button, and it mixes the syrup with the seltzer. That's all it
That is
is.
insane.
That's all
Well,
it
see,
is.
that's why when I go to a bar or a restaurant, I don't order soda. I order alcohol because it doesn't come from a silly box with a hose.
Right. Or that's why you just get seltzer with vodka or tequila.
I never do that.
All right. So here's an alcohol question because we talk about alcohol on this podcast. In your experience, because I've been to your house and you have a very wide collection of. You all right there?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm sorry. Did you hear that?
I did.
I was talking with my dog. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I didn't think you'd hear that. I apologize. I was listening to you.
Do you
my
have
house, the bar? I got it.
All right. So you have a wide collection of like scotch and whiskeys and such.
Yes, yes.
Do you find if for some whatever reason if you opened a bottle of whiskey or scotch and whatever reason you don't really drink it over the course of the year, do you find the flavor changes at all?
I don't find the flavor change. I have noticed that some of it evaporates.
Right.
If you open it and then you don't really drink it, and then, hey, who's been drinking? It's not that. They call that the devil's sip. I like that. I just
That's good.
wanted to throw that into the conversation.
I like that.
No, I don't. The flavor change. How? What do you mean?
Oh no, I'm
I've
just
never heard
asking
that
if you've
before.
ever. I've just read that before. Some people said the flavor like just becomes diluted or not as strong if you leave it open. I haven't really experienced that myself, but I was just asking if you've ever had that happen.
My latest kick is I like the Jim Beam Red Stag. It's like a cherry flavored whiskey.
Oh, I
I think that's really good.
like heavy. Like, is it like a dessert kind of like sweet cherry?
No, no. I just take that like it is. I don't need it on the rocks. I don't mix it with anything. Just sip at it,
Oh,
and I like it. It's good.
nice. So you just do that straight, huh? Nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice. Trying to see I really and it's just like compared to the last like couple weeks this week in the NFL it's just been kind of slow. 'Cause
Well, this is the vacation time. Everyone kind of goes away, aside
true.
from the pro day for this guy and the pro day for that guy, where I think it's it might be 3 weeks out from the draft. So by now, everyone kind of has their information. And now you just hope no one does anything stupid and blows their hand off or gets
you hope
arrested
no one gets
for
hurt.
something. Yeah. It's just kind of
Like-
lay low, and then we have the draft.
What's his name? Did you happen to see a couple weeks ago at the pro day that I think he's a linebacker. He tore his Achilles doing a drill in front of everyone.
I did. That's someone that's going to be in the draft, right?
Yes, he was
Yes.
anyway.
Oh no, he'll still be drafted. Somebody will take him. He was projected to be a first round guy,
He
a
was.
later first round.
Hmm.
Yeah, he'll go in like the 4th round now or 5th round.
So did you see?
You know
did
what?
you see the controversy revolving around him and his injury at all?
No, tell me.
So if you watch the video, damn it, I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, I have to look it up. So if you watch
That
the
seltzer
video,
you're drinking.
it was 2 shots of vodka, and I didn't have dinner. So if you watch the video, he's doing the drill and he gets hurt, and then all of a sudden he gets hurt. He falls over and he grabs the back of his foot, ankle, and
As one would.
as one would when your tendon tears in half. People were upset that the people on the field didn't really react to him getting hurt. Because if you watch the video, the dude just walks over and grabs the ball that he had in his hand that he dropped, and then everyone else is just looking at him. And no one, at first, no one really, ran over to check on how he was. Eventually, a whole medical crew came in to talk to him or see how he was. But that was a thing that people were upset about.
If I was there, I'd say, dude, get up. The cameras are rolling. What are you doing?
But it's kind of crazy. There's, at least that I've noticed, I feel like there's really been an uptick in Achilles tendon injuries.
You're such a Vinny Testaverde god.
Look, he was walking in the parking lot when that happened, I think.
No. No, he was doing nothing on the field,
Poor
during
Vinny.
week
Listen,
1 game.
you leave Vinny Greenhead alone, okay? That's what his
Okay.
name is translated from Italian. But
Really? And
yeah,
the funny thing is that happened when he was playing for the Jets.
yes,
Green helmets.
yes. But really,
I
like
don't know.
that injury happened. Like it happened to him. So if you didn't really see him play, like you wouldn't know who he was really, and you didn't know he got hurt. But I feel like over the last couple of years, like Achilles tendons tearing has become a thing. It's like the new ACL. Like I don't know. I feel like I've noticed it more recently, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's the field. I don't know if it's people's like the shoes they're wearing, but yeah, I don't know.
Is it the shoes? It must be the shoes.
Remember that?
I think, not joking around about the poor guy's torn Achilles, because he could kill me if he wanted to with just a look. I think it's the turf. All of these fields have this artificial turf.
True.
And
He was on our official turf when it happened.
I think it's just a matter of time before we go back to grass fields, because you didn't hear about a lot of the ACL, MCL injuries.
Turf toe.
That kind of thing didn't happen playing on grass. There's enough money now that they should be able to put down a turf, make it work, and by week 7 or 8, okay, the team's going to be on the road for the next week. Dig out the turf, put down a new turf, let it grow for a week and a half. They should be able to do that. Unless you're the Bears, who are like the only team that has regular grass and not any kind of fake grass.
Right.
And they do the best they can, but I mean, you're Chicago in the winter. What are you going to do?
That's a valid point. But yeah, this turf definitely adds a whole other level of injury possibility for people, I think.
My bear is gone. That was really good. I highly recommend. I've never had anything
another one?
bad from Treehouse. I don't. That was
me
it.
either. I've enjoyed Treehouse's beers some more than other. I think Julius is my favorite one. My only thing with Treehouse, one of their beers I had, it was brewed with peanuts, but nowhere on the well. Here's the thing: nowhere on the can does it say that. So I feel I feel like that should be somewhere on the label or in the name, only because peanut allergies are so prevalent now. Like I'm like, wow, that could be very horrible for someone.
They should have known better. Gotta thin the herd.
Wow. Yeah. Was there anything else? There's other stuff. Wait a minute. Wait. And I'm sure we talked about this in our podcaster thread. Ronald Jones is a chief?
Here I am. I'm sorry. My phone cut out.
I'll say that again. Ronald Jones is a chief? Did I miss that?
And Andy Reid said that they're going to lean heavily on him.
Oh my God! Sean's day has arrived.
So Tyreek Hill is gone. I think Kelsey just signed a big contract extension. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not.
A big. Let's give him lots of money kind of deal.
So he doesn't
now
leave
you have
like
Ronald
Jones.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's got to stay.
You know who? And like I think with everyone. The happenings in Kansas City, I don't know. I think Denver, now that they have Russell Wilson, might have a better shot anyway.
I would love to go to Kansas City. I've heard they have really good barbecue.
Yes, I've heard that as well.
I've never been.
I wonder how much that would cost to go to every.
We should go to Treehouse first.
So
then Kansas
we should
City.
go to a brewery in Massachusetts and then fly to Kansas City.
Well, it's not a direct line or anything. I'm not saying it has to be the same day. We should do that is all I'm saying. We'll go for a Chiefs game.
Hey, Kelsey's mom made it from Philly to Kansas City in the same day.
She might have a little bit more money than me.
That's a valid point. That is a very valid point. And do you realize we have been babbling for almost an hour now?
Really?
We have.
All that and it's opening day.
That's right. It is opening day of baseball if you are one that follows baseball. Tomorrow, not while we're recording. When this comes out, it'll be opening day.
Let's go Mets.
For very spoiled baseball players, but we won't get into that.
No, it's not. It's not about them. It's about me. They run out on their field and they do their little dance for me. It's for my entertainment. Go, frolic, baseball players. I command thee.
Did you really just say frolic?
Go on, go frolic. Not you. You can't frolic. You have to work hard. They have to go frolic.
That's right. Damn it.
We don't make enough money to frolic.
We do not at all. Not even a little. Not even a little. Yeah, so I think we're almost out of time. Is there anything else you would like to add, sir?
I have one final question before we leave.
Okay.
Craig, trade me Bobby Witt. That's kind of a command. It's not so much a question.
Not yet. Maybe, but not right now. Because my team was horrible last year, and he's one of the only things I have. So,
hey, if you're a football fan only, I sent Craig a trade offer for this baseball player, and I offered to trade him Jazz Chisholm. Is that the best name ever? If you're not a baseball fan, that's a great name. And he has like blue hair or green hair. Like
he does.
Every season it's like a different. I'm just saying, Jazz Chisholm.
It's, you know what? That is one of the better sports names. I'm not going to lie. That is one of the better sports names.
I offered you Jazz Chisholm for a guy named Bobby, and you said no. I'm just saying.
As of right now, I did say no.
All right. Well,
I did say no.
It's okay. I'll keep my Jazz Chisholm.
And on that note, folks, thank you for joining us again this week. We appreciate it. If you do like what you hear, please feel free to leave us a review. Or you can tell us what you don't like. Just be constructive about it. You can find us on any of your podcast platform choice. iTunes, Stitcher, or Player FM. We're not on SoundCloud. We're not anymore. Well, we are on Audible. There is that. You could visit fignutsdfs.com. You can also find us on Twitter and Facebook, or you can even email us as well. And on that note, I'd like to say hi, Deb. And anything else you like? I'll give you one more chance, Sinch. Anything else you'd like to add?
My dog is here.
Sinch's dog is here.
She's giving me her paw and whispering sweet nothings. Something about, I'm ready for dinner now, so I think I should go.
Perfect. Hungry dogs are important. Also, I will say that. Thank you again for joining us. And at that, I'm Craig.
I'm Sinch.
And this has been the Football Fignuts Podcast.